Children sing their song, a song of happiness, a song of clapping. AIM2BE, I love to wait.
Let us welcome to the AIM2BE Seminar, Kujo Edem.
Hello everyone, it's so wonderful having you watching these videos every week. My sincerest gratitude to you all who make time to watch our episodes. I hope so far you are really enjoying this AIM2BE seminar. God bless you. And then if this is your first time watching our episodes, I kindly want to entreat you to watch our previous episodes. I mean, we'll be talking about we're talking about the IPPE principle, and this IPPE principle is a very good principle that I'd like you to know about. So please go back and then watch our last episodes and see all that we have been talking about on the IPPE principle. These 2 weeks we are going to be looking at a very interesting theme, and this theme is the stayee becomes president. The stayee becomes president. Before we read few passages from the CountryBird novel, I like to issue a disclaimer. All names of characters in the CountryBird novel are fictional. They are not real. Hence, do not attach any particular individuals or groups of people to them. We intend to tell a great story where people from all walks of life can take clues for a meaningful, successful life. Thank you very much. All right, someone would ask who a stayee is. A stayee, according to the CountryBird novel, is a nickname given to the people brought down to the south as very sick northerners who received special medical attention and refused to return but to stay. So those people came down to the south and they were brought in very, very sick, and they were brought in to take medical attention and refused to go back the north where they came from after they recovering from the sickness that they contracted. Some of these people managed to get good education, whilst their counterpart did other things due to financial difficulties. So these stayee people, some of them went to school, others didn't go to school. All right. Now the hero under review fell under the latter category, the unschooled stayee. This week we are going to be discussing the topic, your talents. You should know more about your talents. So this episode will tell us more about talent. Now let's read relevant passages from pages 131, 132, 139 to 144.
6 fowls from the north visited Zulu with a rather disturbing issue. I've seen fowls fall sick today. Tomorrow they are just fine. Scarcely do they die. Ayina Idrisu, the head of the legation, arguing. But now a weird disease fills the north. Deaths are so common among the natives. Who knows if the gods have been offended and refused appeasement? The Christian God has been petitioned, even Allah of the Muslims, but none is interested. Knowing you as one interested in people, we came. Perchance we find favor. Okay, Zulu speaking. We shall give the sick fowls some medical aid. Those in acute conditions, we will cut to the nearby clinic, where our nurses will attend to them. When they recover, they join their families up north. A large health shelter was erected for the numerous sick fowls. Health workers who were attended to the sick fowl got the name cart nurses from pushing patients around on carts. The illness contracted was diagnosed as avian flu. Cart nurses, as they were called, helped to save the lives of a great number of northern fowls. Many did return, but a few remained in the south to make a reasonable livelihood, and some to attend school. These were later known as the stayees. After university, stayee graduates had an edge over their unschooled fellows. Once FALs completed university, they put together their expertise to repair natural resource sites destroyed by the hawks. The first of them was the Sitobu waterfall. With time, such voluntary activities were established as the Sitobu order to immortalize acts of liberal national service in Okesiman. 21. Tribal politics. A weird flora emerged in Okesiman. Its rage was like wildfire. Zulu found out it was a crossbreed of the ferocious eater plants emanating from the Great Mountain Country. His research proved that the species was a hybrid of two eater plants which were thrown off the mountainside either by a turbulent wind or eagle activity. The new soil favored its rapid spread traits. Scientists assigned to arrest this medicine in the shortest possible time, else Okesiman was done, developed a liquid nitrate formula which they thought would curb its rapid spread, only made it more resistant. A Guinea cockerel by name Habib Indani suggested a formula to the scientific committee. Habib was a stayee. His love for medicine making was gotten from how cat nurses make substances to make medicine. So he put his pennies where he could find more knowledge about inorganic elements and their carrying power of illnesses when mixed one with the other. He made safe and low-cost medicines for the locals. Habib also managed to table out his research paper before the panel, chaired by a scholarly Drake called Loko Abuduni. Loko and Habib were descendants of Dagboni, the great hunter. Loko said of Habib, Indanis are crook and unthankful. There is no point giving them a chance, else their birth will soon be nothing worth controlling. The coalescence of bureaucracy and tribal hatred resulted in stockpiles of devastation in Okesiman day by day. Taught by his mullah to pursue the ethically good, Habib remained focused on his bid to rescue his native soil. A few days later, Zulu's mind was drawn to it. He called Loko and told him, "You need to drop this tribal thing and give Habib a chance. Okesiman must be saved from that savage plant." A small quantity of calcium solution was prepared according to Habib's formula for test spray. In a few minutes, the result was remarkable. More were prepared and pumped by a machine Zulu designed. It was truly amazing how the menace was removed by a simple formula. It really filled the whole air. Habib received a prestigious award. Many young fowls aimed for novelty. Many unusual inventions sprang up, and the formation of Habib Indani's award to celebrate fowl novelty quickly came to being. "Look, Loko, at these great developments you nearly foiled." Zulu speaking. "You see what ethnic tension can cause if given a chance?" Habib has become the finest example every flying fowl is emulating because his formula salvaged us from that savagery. With open-mindedness, we need to give people the chance to prove their worth. Watch out, another national hero will be showing up soon. Loko laughed harshly as Zulu walked away. Habib stood still when he saw Loko approaching. The young fowls around him turned to look at Loko. They remained silent. Loko said to Habib, "You made it." "No, we made it," replied Habib as he poured Loko a calabash of asana, a local corn beverage. Loko switched allegiance to become a Muslim, and so did many of Habib's fanatics. Habib's followership soon grew into a huge northern political power, challenging the school's autocracy in the south frontally. The Dukom south of Okesiman and Indani awards inspired confidence in many fowls, transforming the fowls' outlook of their country. The school's autocracy had reached its brink of collapse, and management found it increasingly difficult to combine academic work with pressing governance needs of Okesiman. Strong groups started emerging. They tried to steer the course of Okesiman's politics, causing more wreckage to a system soon to change face. An independent electoral body was constituted by the emerging powers in Bedukum to arrest the political situation. The electoral body's chair made public the need for a unifying national president and the mode of application. Bedukum School presented Ekwe Abuatima. Habib Indani won the endorsement of his North Alliance movement into brackets NAM. Habib's rich image in current affairs made him a favorite candidate. Some other groups and individuals participated in the presidential race. After vigorous vetting sessions, the following got the pass to enter the national presidential race. They were Efo Koku Mensah, Ms. Akosia Boatima, and Mr. Habib Indani.
we thank the reader of the passages. I hope you really enjoyed the reading. Good. Now, we are going to be talking and discussing about your talent. How much do you know about your talent? How much do you know about your talent? There are many definitions for talent. There are many people who have given so many definitions and explanations for talent. But today I want you to know that when we talk about talent, talent is your natural capabilities. Talent is your potentials. Those things that you can naturally do without any trouble, without any great pressure. Somebody is talented musically. Any song the person picks up to sing, the person does it so well. So anything that you can do naturally without anybody forcing you to do it, we call that thing talent. I hope that's clear. Good. Now, what is the usefulness? What is the usefulness of one's talent? We need to understand that talent was given to us for a purpose. The first purpose talent was given to us was to help solve real life problems. That's why talents were given to us. And talents have been given to you and to me to help us to shape our society, shape our communities, make our communities better than how it used to be. So anything that you identify with you as a talent, you need to know that that thing is there for you to use it to affect the lives of people all around you. Habib Indani's talent. Now, we discovered that Habib Indani was a stayee or is a stayee. And we discover with him that he had talents in medicine making. So, when he was brought down to the south as a sick fowl, and then he got medical attention and he was relieved from the sickness, he stayed, and then he picked clues from the nurses who helped them. Okay, so he realized that these nurses were just adding substances, and those substances became useful medicine, the curing of diseases. So he saw that, and because that was what he felt like doing, he started doing those things, just picking up from the steps of the cat nurses. So we also discovered that he didn't just stop there. Rather, he used his money, every money that came to his hand, to get more knowledge about how those substances work when it comes to medicine making. So with that, he became a better medicine maker. So now this teaches us that having talent alone is not enough. Rather, you need to polish up that talent. You need to make it, you have to polish it up with a skill. So the more you polish it up, it becomes a better thing. It becomes better than it used to be. Now, we would relate a talent with something like a raw cassava. Raw cassava. Now, when cassava is very raw, that cassava has gotten so many potentials. It can be used as starch for industrial purposes. It can be used for gari. It can be used for cassava dough and so many things. So when the cassava remains to be raw cassava, those potentials it has will not be realized. So it must be processed. So going through the process to become either gari or starch or whatever thing it will become, that will make it a better thing than just being a raw cassava. So when you have a talent, you really have to work on it. You must work on your talent, because the more you work on it, that's how much it will become very, very beneficial to the people in your community. So don't say I can sing and that's all. Rather, polish it up and make sure you can do high pitch and low pitch songs. With that, it will make you a versatile singer, and that will make your talents very useful to the people all around you. Now, for you to build up on your talents, it's very important that you locate or you find the right environment. You find the right people. Because if you have a great talent and then you are among people who don't support your talent will not grow. There's a story that we do here, a children's story, that there was this fish that wanted to go to become a very big fish. But it found itself in a very small pond. So the small pond in which it was didn't give it the chance to become a big fish. So one day, what did it do? It jumped from the small pond into a very big ocean. So in the ocean, he had a chance to grow to become the big fish that he wanted to go to become. So it means that the environment you are also influences the development of your talent. So check around and see if the place that you are is helping your talent. Because you can have great talent, you can also die with it if you don't explore it that very much. So if you look at Habib in this story, you realize that he found himself in a place where his talent could work for him. So he would go to places where there were people who could give him knowledge concerning what he was doing. So that was how he was able to develop his talents to become, a solution to the whole nation. How did it happen? We got in the story that there was this time that there was a kind of plant in the country. That plant was destroying the whole country. And then a scientific committee was put together to help to arrest this problem. And all that they didn't do anything. And because he developed his talent or his skill on medicine making, he was able to remove that particular problem that was in the town, which is Okeseman. So it means that no matter how small your talent is, you can be able to use it to do great things, achieve great feats. And you know something, you don't have to just relax. You don't have to look down on yourself. Because this Habib that we're talking about was an unschooled stayee, according to what the book is telling us, that he was an unschooled stayee. And because he was unschooled, people didn't want to give them opportunity because they were unschooled. But the book tells us that he persevered with what he was having. So I want to encourage you watching me today that anything that you have as a talent, you have to develop it. You must persevere with it, because a time is coming where there shall be a very big open door, and that talent you have will help to solve problems, and that will give a good opportunity to you. So this Teyi used his talent of medicine making to help solve the problem of a Keseman. Is that not interesting? So you watching me, wherever place you are in the world, I want you to tell you that word. Don't give up on your talent. Make sure that you develop it so that it can be beneficial to the people all around you. All right. When I say CountryBird, respond by saying AIM2BE. CountryBird.
AIM2BE.
Thank you.